Hello student, today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter 3, change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partners. Here the first topic is reconstitution of a partnership firm. Means when old partnership comes to end, at that time new partnership started, that is called reconstitution of a partnership firm. For example, A and B are partners. Their profit sharing ratio is 3:2. That time they want to change their ratio from 3:2 to 1:1. That is called reconstitution of a partnership firm, because the old partnership comes to an end and the new partner started from that. That is called reconstitution. The following circumstances when they want to change their ratio. The first one, change in the profit sharing ratio among the existing partners. When the existing partner want to change their ratio, that time the ratio will change. The second one, at the time of admission of any new partner, that time the ratio will also change. The third one, at the time of retirement of any existing partner, the ratio will change. Or the fourth point is, at the time of death of any partner, that time the ratio will change. And last one, amalgamation. At the time of amalgamation, the ratio will change. Here, the amalgamation means when two or more firms combined with each other, that is called amalgamation. For example, there are two firms. First one is Maruti and the second firm named Suzuki. When they amalgamate with each other and they combinedly name as Maruti Suzuki, that is called amalgamation. And that amalgamation also helps to change in the ratio. So there are 5 circumstances. First one, change in the existing ratio. Second one, the admission of the new partner. Third one, the retirement of the partner. Fourth one, the death of the partner. And the last one is amalgamation of the partnership firm. Now the next topic is sacrificing ratio. When new partner comes into the business, the old partner sacrifice their share is called sacrificing ratio. For example, there are two partners A and B and they earn 15,000 rupees as a profit. That time A is getting 10,000 and B is getting 5,000. Then they admit C, and with the admission of C, the profit is same, that is 15,000. Now in that case the profit is divided like 8,000, 4,000 or 3,000. Before admission, A is getting 10,000. Now A is getting 8,000. So he reduced 2,000. And before admission, B is getting 5,000. Now B is getting 4,000. So we reduce 1,000. That 2,000 or 1,000 is called sacrificing ratio. And that 2,000 or 1,000 is getting by C. So that is called gaining ratio. So here two terms are important, sacrificing ratio or gaining ratio. When new partners come, that time old partners sacrifice their share is called sacrificing ratio, and the new partner take that share, that is called gaining ratio. The formula of sacrificing ratio is old ratio minus new ratio, that the short form is ON. O stands for old ratio or N stands for new ratio. So the short trick is ON. And the formula of gaining ratio is new ratio minus old ratio. The trick is no. N stands for new ratio and O stands for old ratio. For sacrificing on or for gaining ratio, the trick is no. Now come on the topic, that is A and B are partners in a firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 2:1. With effect from 1st April 2019, they agreed to share profit and loss equally. Here, old ratio is given, that is 2:1, and new ratio is also given, that is equally. Calculate partner's gain or sacrifice. So we can apply the formula of gain as well as we can apply the formula of sacrifice. Here we apply the formula of sacrifice. Old ratio of A and B, that is given in the question, that is 2:1. New ratio of A and B, that is given equally, it means 1:1. The sacrificing ratio formula is old ratio minus new ratio. First of all, sacrificing ratio of A, that is old ratio of A, that is 2. Total of this is 3, so 2/3 minus new ratio. A's new ratio is 1 and total of this is 2. So 1/2. After solving this, we are getting 1/6. Second one, B. Here the share of B is 1. Total of this is 3. We are getting 1/3. The new ratio of B is 1. Total of this is 2. So 1/2. After solving this, we are getting minus 1/6. Here we getting minus. We applied the formula of sacrificing and we find minus sign, that means gain. Opposites. Opposite sign indicates opposite relation. At the time of sacrifice, minus indicates gain, or at the time of gain, if minus comes, that means sacrifice. So inverse relation in between. So here after solving this, we find out that A sacrifice 1/6 and B gain 1/6. Hence the conclusion is that A has sacrificed 1/6 and B has gained 1/6. Now next question is, A, B and C were partners in a firm sharing profits and loss in the ratio of 3:2:1. The partners decide to share future profit and loss in the ratio 2:2:1. Here old ratio is 3:2:1 and new ratio is 2:2:1. Indicate each partner, calculate gain or sacrifice. Here old ratio of A, B and C, that is given in the question, that is 3:2:1. New ratio of A, B and C, that is also given in the question, that is 2:2:1. We apply the formula of sacrificing, that is old ratio minus new ratio. Here the old ratio of A is 3. Total of this is 6. We are getting 3/6. The new ratio of A is 2. Total of this is 5. We are getting 2/5. After solving this, we are getting 3/30. Same as like that. B. The old ratio of B is 2. Total of this is 6. So 2/6. New ratio of B is 2. Total of this is 5. We are getting 5. After solving this, we are getting minus 2/30. Here the formula of sacrifice, we are getting minus sign, that means gain. Now as similar, the share of A is 1. So 1. Total of this is 6. We are getting 6 minus the new ratio of C is 1. Total of this is 5. We are getting 1/5. After solving this, we are getting minus 1/30. Here also the minus sign is there, that is gain. So the conclusion is that A has sacrificed 3/30, B has gained 2/30 and C has also gained 1/30. Now come on the next topic, that is goodwill. We already heard the term goodwill. Goodwill means good name or reputation earned by the hard work and honesty of its owners. When any owner do lots of hard work and operate their business with honesty, that time their reputation increases. That reputation is called goodwill. Methods of valuation of goodwill. There are 3 methods. First one is average profit method. Second one is super profit method, and third one is capitalization method. So there are 3 methods: average profit, super profit or capitalization method. The average profit further classified into 2 parts: The first one is simple average profit. The second one is weighted average profit. There is no further classification of super profit. Now, capitalization method is also classified into two parts, that is capitalization by average profit or capitalization by super profit. So, the whole diagram is, there are three methods of goodwill: average profit method, super profit method, capitalization method. Average profit divided into two parts: simple average profit, weighted average profit. And the capitalization also divided into two parts. First one is capitalization by average profit or capitalization by super profit. So there are 5 methods total of these: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. First of all, we will solve simple average profit method. So simple average profit method. First of all, the step 1 of calculating average profit. The formula of average profit is sum of all the profit minus loss if any. If there is no loss, that time we did not subtract the loss. So formula is sum of all the profit minus loss if any divided by total number of years. That is the first step of calculation average profit. Second step is goodwill. The formula of goodwill is average profit, that we had already calculated, multiply number of year purchased, that is given in the question. So step 1 is average profit, step 2 is goodwill. Now come on the question that A and B are partners sharing profits equally. They agreed to admit C for equal share. For this purpose, goodwill is to be valued at 150% of the average annual profit. Here one term is given, that is valued. Valued is the another name of number of year purchase. So we can identify number of year purchase from the word valued. So number of year purchase that is given in the question, that is 150%, and 5 years profit is given. Here 2015 the firm earned 40,000 profit. In 2016 the firm earned 60,000 profit. In the year 2017 the firm earned 1 lakh profit. In the year 2018 the firm bears loss of rupees 20,000. In the year 2019 the firm earned 1,50,000 as a profit. So first of all, step 1, we have to calculate average profit. The formula of average profit is sum of all the profits. There are 4 profits: 40,000, 60,000, 1 lakh and 1,50,000. So sum of all the profit minus loss if any. There is only one loss, that is subtracted from the formula. So we subtract 20,000. There are total 5 years, so we divide by 5. Total of this 3,30,000 divided by 5, we are getting 66,000. After that, second step is goodwill. The goodwill is calculated by the formula average profit. Average profit we had already calculated, that is rupees 66,000, and multiply number of year purchase. The number of year purchase that is given with the term valued, that is 150%. 150%, so 150 divided by 100. So 66,000 multiply 150 divided by 100. So we are getting 99,000. Now come on the another question. Here A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. They decide to admit C for 1/5 share. On 1st April 2017, the goodwill is valued. Here the term valued, that means number of year purchase, that is given 80% of the average profit. Average profit we have to calculate for 3 years as well as for 4 years, whichever is higher. So in this question we have to calculate two average profit. Average profit for 3 years as well as average profit for 4 years. We opt whichever is higher. Here 4 years profit is given. 31st March 2014 the profit 98,000. 31st March 2015 the profit of rupees 80,000. 31st March 2016 the profit of rupees 76,000. 31st March 2017 the profit of rupees 1,20,000. Now, first of all, we will calculate average profit for 3 years. So, there are 4 years, 14, 15, 16 and 17. We choose according to this date. The date is given in the question, that is 1st April 2017, and the last 3 year is 31st March 2017, 31st March 2016 and the 31st March 2015. We choose preceding 3 years, not the last 3 years that is given in the question. The preceding 3 years according to 2017 is 2017, 16 and 15. So that is 1,20,000, 76,000 or 80,000, and we ignore 98,000. We did not combine the value of 98,000. So here average profit for 3 years, we choose last 3 years, 1,20,000 plus 76,000 plus 80,000, divide by 3 because we calculate average profit for 3 years. After that we are getting rupees 92,000. Just like same, we are calculating average profit for 4 years. So the 4 years profit is total of this 3,74,000 divided by 4 because there are 4 years. After that we are getting 93,500. In this there are two values. First one is 92,000, second one is 93,500. Whichever is higher, 93,500 is higher. So we can opt 93,500 because in this question that is given that profit is higher, we opt as an average profit. So 93,500 is higher. So we opt 93,500 and we ignore 92,000. So 93,500 is our average profit. Now the second step, that is goodwill. Goodwill we can calculate with the formula of average profit, that is 93,500 multiply number of year purchase. That is also given in the question, that the term from valued, and valued is given with 80%, that is 80 divided by 100, we are getting 74,800. Now we are solving another question that is much tough than the previous questions. Here the question is, X purchased the business of Y from 1st April 2019. For this purpose, goodwill is to be valued. Here the valued term is given, that is 100%. That means number of year purchase. Of the average profit of last 4 years profit. Here the last 4 year is 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019. In the year 2016, the firm is getting 1 lakh profit. In the year 2017, the firm is getting loss of rupees 1,50,000. In the year 2018, the firm is getting profit of rupees 1,50,000. In the year 31st March 2019, the firm is getting profit of rupees 2 lakh. Here some other information is also given. Here is also. So in that case, first of all, we will have to make a table. In this table, there are 4 years is given, that is 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019. In the year 2016, the firm is earning of rupees 1 lakh. In the year 2017, the firm is earning loss. In the year 2018, the firm is getting profit, and in the year 2019, the firm is getting profit. So here 1 lakh minus 1,50,000 because that is a loss. In the year the firm is also on profit, that is 1,50,000, and in the year 2019 the firm is getting profit of rupees 2 lakh. Here some other information is given. The information is, in the year 2016, after debiting a loss of rupees 50,000, here the loss is given. That loss already reduced the profit 1 lakh. So at the time of loss, we will have to add. There is inverse relation. There is inverse relation. At the case of loss, we will add, or at the case of profit, we will subtract. So here is loss is given. So we add the value. So 1 lakh plus 50,000. Why we add on? Because there is a loss. If there is any profit, that time we subtract the value. So 1 lakh plus 50,000 in the year 2016. Here it is, that is 1 lakh plus 50,000 because that 50,000 is a loss and there is inverse relation, so loss can be indicated with plus. Now the second term that is given in the question, including voluntary retirement paid. Paid means expense. Here expense is also one type of loss, so loss is always added. So here is minus 1,50,000 that is given in the question, plus 80,000 that is loss because that is a one type of expense. Now the next information is, during the year ended 31st March 2017, 31st March 2017, that is the year a machine got destroyed in the accident by rupees 60,000 was written off in the loss. Here loss is also given in the year 2017, so we add 60,000 also in the year 2017. After that, second one, on 1st July 2017, the year ended on 31st March 2017. So 1st July comes on the next year, that is 31st March 2018, because 31st March 2017 is already ended and the next year started from 1st April 2017 and 1st July 2017 comes on the this heading, that is 31st March 2018. So here is 1st July 2017, the firm purchased 2 computers and cost of one computer is rupees 40,000. The cost of 2 computers is 40,000 plus 40,000, that is 80,000. Were purchased and were debited to the expense, traveling expense. Here expense is given, so 40,000 plus 40,000, that is 80,000, that is one type of expense and that expense will be added because it is one type of loss and we can add that loss. So in the year 2018 we add 80,000 of computer. In this question the additional information also given, depreciation, that is 10%. From 1st July to 31st March, that is 9 months, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. It means 1st July 2017 to 31st March 2018, that is 9 months. The rate of depreciation is 10%. So 40,000 plus 40,000, that is 80,000. Rate is given, that is 10%. 10 divided by 100. We opt the month for 9, that because the computer are purchased on 1st July. There are totally 12 months. After calculating this, we are getting 6,000. So depreciation is always subtracted. So 2018 subtracted by rupees 6,000. If any computer purchased in the year 2018, that depreciation is also affected to the next year. So the next year is 2019. So that depreciation is also affected in the year 2019. So in the year 2019, again we calculate depreciation 80,000 multiply 10 divided by 100. This year depreciation should be charged for the whole year because the computer can be purchased on last year, not this year. So in this year the depreciation is charged for full year. After that we are getting 8,000. So we subtract 8,000 in the year 2019. After evaluating this, we are getting 1 lakh plus 50,000, that is 1,50,000 minus 150 plus 80 plus 60. 80 plus 60, that is 140. 140 is plus sign and here the minus sign is 150. So 150 is greater than 140. So we are getting minus 10,000. After that 150 plus 80, that is 230. Subtract 6,000, we are getting 2,24,000. The next 2 lakh minus 8,000, we are getting 1,92,000. Here 4 years profit is given. In this 3 profit and 1 loss. So first step is average profit. The formula of average profit, sum of all the profits, that is 1,50,000 plus 2,24,000 plus 1,92,000 minus 10,000. Here it is 1,50,000 plus 224 plus 192 minus 10,000 divided by 4 because that total year is 4. After that we are getting 5,56,000 divided by 4. We are getting 1,39,000. That is the average profit. In this question the number of year purchase is also given. So second step we calculate goodwill. The formula of goodwill is average profit multiply number of year purchase. So average profit we had already calculated, that is 1,39,000 multiply number of year purchase that is given in the question, that is 100%. 100% means 100 upon my 100, that we deduct all these, we are getting 1,39,000. With the help of all these formulas, we can easily solve all the question of your exercise of simple average profit.